heard about someone's now broken family, and it just kind of sunk into me after I heard it, and I just kind of felt the need to do this. So.
Hey, Chloe, I'm gonna put the microphone.
Okay.
You don't have to speak into it, but it should pick up so you don't have to like speak.
So obviously everybody knows that about 50% of American marriages end in divorce. Now that's just the majority. A lot of people don't think that when they become a Christian, all of their problems just vanish into thin air. They really don't. 27% of Christian families report they've gone through divorce. Only 23% of non-Christian families have gone through a divorce. And that's just in America. 1 Corinthians 7:10-11. To the married I give this charge: the wife should not separate from her husband, but if she does, she should remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband, and the husband should not divorce his wife. As far as drug-abusing parents go, more than 8 million children live with at least one parent who's a drug or alcohol addict. These are 14% of children younger than 2. 6 through 11 is 12%, and ages 12 through 17 is 10%. It doesn't just go as far as you're doing your homework in one room and your parent is peacefully smoking or drinking in the next. Children with addict parents are 3 times more likely to be abused or neglected than those without an addict parent or parents. These kids are also at higher risk for developing mental illnesses, anxiety, and depression. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptations has taken over you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it." Children in foster care link in a little bit with drug-abusing parents. The children of addicts are more likely to live in foster care, and depending on the impact their parents had on them, the hard-to-manage kids who have anxiety are being bounced from caregiver to caregiver. About 40,000 infants are placed in foster care every year. 126,000 children are currently available for adoption. More than 20,000 children each year never leave the system. They remain in the system until they age out. Psalm 82:3-4 says, "Give justice to the weak and the fatherless, maintain the right of the afflicted and the destitute. Rescue the weak and the needy, deliver them from the hand of the wicked." Okay, I promise I'm almost done. But a lot of teens tend to pretend that they have broken families, or they are just broken in general. They are crying out for attention because their mom told them to do all the chores and not their little sibling. Half of the teens I met who claim they have a broken family is lying, and they're just wanting to fit in and be a part of this broken scene. They say their parents hate them and stuff, but really their parents are at home just waiting for them to come home and fall in love with God and give up this reputation. I'm not trying to point fingers. I'm saying this because I know what it's like to pretend and actually have a family reaching out to you and not letting them in at all whatsoever. Proverbs 22:1, "A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favor is better than silver or gold." I'm not saying all this because I feel like aiming someone today, but I'm saying it because part of it is in my testimony. I've never been put in foster care, but I know what it's like to be on the verge of a broken family. Both of my parents were heavy drug abusers. It took my mom almost throwing my older brother out the window when he was a baby to make that decision whether she was going to be a mother or a drug addict. My dad's last relapse, I saw that. I was the one who caught him. I was in 3rd grade. It was my first day of school, and he was in the room sucking air from a can because he wanted to be high so bad. I was so scared that day, I didn't even go to school. My dad went into a rehabilitation center and prayed to God for the first time by himself. After that, he never had any thought about relapsing ever again. But after that, my parents were still fighting a lot. I would have to keep my brother preoccupied in the next room just to keep him from crying. My parents were on the verge of a divorce. They separated for about a month. My dad had his own apartment for maybe a month and a half. I mostly just stayed with my dad, but then all of a sudden finances got tight. Neither of my parents could afford anything, not even food. This caused my parents to be forced into the same house again. But looking back, that was on purpose. God did that. My parents are fine now. They never fight. My family's imperfect, but it's good enough for me. My older brother, Crispin, teaches me how to be patient with his autism. He's a very easy to get angry person. Zachary, my little brother, shows me that children are clearly taking after you. He makes me have to be a good role model. My dad teaches me how to have a sense of humor and to be calm in a stressed situation. My mom pushes me to be a better person by teaching me God's standards. This is the family God gave me, and I'm thankful for it. And you should be thankful for yours, because they most likely teach you something. I'm done.